headed back to Moose Jaw, and my friend and I were pretty excited about these sled dogs, and I came home and asked my parents if I could buy a sled dog. So they weren't too hard to convince. They let me buy one. So I ended up buying a Siberian Husky cross with a half Siberian, half Samoyed from a recreational musher south of Saskatoon, and I named the pup Ringo and started with Ringo. My friend bought his brother. His name was Keisto, and we used to hook these dogs up and go for, like, we hooked them up with our mountain bikes and would run around Moose Jaw. It was all new and no one really to mentor or teach us, so we had to figure it out on our own. I remember I bought a sled from a man in Moose Jaw, and most of my first rides and experiences were with Ringo. Was me leading him and him pulling my friends or brother around, because he really wasn't that motivated to pull me. But anyway, after that I found some more Siberian Husky sled dogs in the Western Producer and bought two. One was Katie and her son Euchre. I also picked up a female from a friend of mine by Outlook who had sled dogs. Her name was Chimo, and that was my first little 4-dog team. And now I had dogs that would run without me going ahead of them, and I would hook up in our backyard and start running to the Walkabout River Valley, which was pretty awesome. Being able to run on the ski trails or on the river. I didn't really have a trail system. I would just go and find somewhere to go. And so for me, the excitement was seeing what each run was an adventure, seeing how the dogs would do, what you would see. It was a lot of fun. So that led to going to my first race in Martinsville. I think I was 15 years old. I had some friends take me and my friend to that race. I borrowed a couple dogs and we ran a 4-dog race, and it was a lot of fun and a chance to meet the mushing community in Saskatchewan. From there, I was able to buy some Alaskan Huskies and mix them in with my Siberians, and I was hooked, so started to just try to build a more competitive racing team. So that's how it all started in Moose Jaw. I had a kennel throughout that time through, I think, grade 8 through high school, and I took a gap year after high school to race with. I had 10 dogs, and I raced a 6-dog team and a 4-dog team, and worked full time. And after that, I didn't feel like I was done, and I wasn't sure what to do with school, but I knew I wanted to learn a lot more about sled dogs, so I replied to an ad from a more experienced musher in Alberta that needed help with his dogs. So I went out there and I ended up handling and working with Rob Peebles for 3 years and his family with their sled dogs, and we raced for three winters. We'd spend the winters racing January through March and hitting maybe up to 12 races a year. So I really was able to I guess fast forward my learning experience, get thrown in with nearly 100 dogs with a lot more ability, with Rob's experience and meeting a lot of new mushers and traveling and racing really sped up my learning curve, I guess you'd call it. Got to see a lot of neat places, neat communities and people. So I was hooked. I worked seasonally and then did the dogs in the winter.